Myself Ajay Kumar Singh. Today I am going to discuss about motion in a plane. Projectile motion. Throwing a body under the action of gravity is called projectile motion. For example, a ball hit by a bat in the air. Second example, a bullet fired from a gun. Again, I have to explain how many types of projectile. Projectile motion is two types. First, angular projectile and second is horizontal projectile. Angular projectile, throwing a body vertically upward under the action of gravity is called angular projectile. Just now मैं showing in a figure, let us suppose that an object throwing vertically with the initial velocity u, making angle theta with the horizontal, they come down the surface of the earth under the action of gravity. This is called path of the projectile and this is called horizontal range. Second, horizontal projectile, throwing a body from certain height of the ground under the action of gravity is called horizontal projectile. Let us suppose that a body throwing from certain height of h with the initial velocity u, under the action of gravity it comes down the surface of the earth. This is called horizontal range and this is called the path of projectile. Just now I am going to derive the expression for the angular projectile, expression for path of projectile, expression for time of flight, expression for range, expression for maximum height and velocity by which the projectile is strike the ground. Let us expression for path of projectile. We know from the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. Let us suppose that an object throwing initial velocity u, it dissociating two rectangular component. U cos theta it is the horizontal component and u sin theta is the vertical component. After time t, the projectile at position P, its coordinate is xy, this is the y and this is the x. Now we have to derive the expression for horizontal displacement x. Putting in equation first, s is equal to x, u is equal to u cos theta and a is equal to 0. It means acceleration in the horizontal direction is 0 and time t, they reach the in time interval t at point P, so that we get x is equal to u cos theta into t plus 0. So this implies that x is equal to u cos theta into t. This is the equation second. Again we have to derive the expression for displacement y along y. S is equal to y, a is equal to minus g, t is equal to t and u is equal to u sin theta. Then we have to get the result y is equal to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. This is the equation first, second and third. Combining all three we get the expression for the path of projectile y is equal to u sin theta. This comes from the equation first. Value of t is equal to x upon u cos theta. Now we have to replace t by x upon u cos theta and half g. This is the value of t square. Then we have to get this result, equation 4. This is called path of the projectile and it is a parabolic in nature. Second, expression for time of flight. We know Vy is equal to uy plus at. This is the equation 5th. Replacing Vy by u. After reaching the highest point, the vertical final velocity is 0. So Vy is equal to 0. Uy is initial velocity in along the y-axis. Uy is equal to u sin theta and t is equal to t half. It means after reaching the maximum height, its time is half. So that we have to put here t half, a is equal to minus g. Then we have to get from the equation 5th, 0 is equal to u sin theta minus g t half. That's why we have to write here t half is equal to u sine theta upon g. This is called half time of flight. So total time of flight, t is equal to 2 into t half. It means 2u sine theta upon g. This is the total time of flight. Now next expression, third expression for range denoted by r, so that r is equal to horizontal velocity into total time of flight, so that we have to write here horizontal velocity u cos theta into 2u sin theta upon g. This is the total time of flight, so we have to get u square sin 2 theta upon g. This is the required expression for range. Fourth, maximum height, maximum displacement along y-axis from second expression, y is equal to u sin theta into t half minus 1 by 2 g t half square. This is the equation 8. Now replacing y by h and putting the value of t half, it means half time of flight u sin theta upon g. That's why we have to get h is equal to u sin theta into u sin theta upon g minus 1 by 2 g u square sin square theta upon g square. This equal to u square sin square theta upon g minus 1 by 2 u square sin square theta upon g. So we have to require the expression u square sin square theta upon 2g. This is the expression for maximum height. Now we have to last expression, by velocity by which body strike the ground. Velocity by which the body strike the ground. Let us suppose that the resultant velocity of the body strike the ground is v, so that we have to write here v is equal to under root vx square, velocity along, final velocity along the x-axis, and the final velocity along the y-axis vy square. So we have to putting the value of vx is equal to u cos theta and vy is equal to u sin theta minus gt. That's why we have to get the final velocity by which the body strike the ground. Thank you. Have a nice day.